All right, this is going to be a great contest here on the National Wrestling League's debut at the Scottish Rite Temple. We have Lakota Red Cloud coming out to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. From the Santee Sioux Reservation, weighing 290 pounds, the Lakota Warrior, Lakota Red Cloud.
Probably one of the most powerful guys in the NWL.
Definitely, I mean, and this guy, he's not your typical weightlifter per se. I mean, he trains the good old-fashioned way. He chops wood. He gets out there and lifts bales of hay. I mean, he is, like you said, one of the strongest men we have here on the National Wrestling League.
And he's nearly impossible to take off his feet.
I mean, and the one thing that Lakota brings to the table, and here comes his opponent.
Here we go. One of my personal favorites.
Right now, introducing his opponent from Napa Valley, California, weighing 210 pounds, the connoisseur, Niles Plonk.
Now, Niles, well, look, would you look at this?
No, it's Niles Plonk. Hey.
Would you look at this? He's got a servant bringing a bottle of wine down to the ring.
That's how it.
This is ridiculous. I mean, this is a wrestling match. This isn't a wine bar.
You got to unwind a little bit. You got to relax before your match. And what better way than with a fine glass of wine? I know I had a few before the broadcast started.
Of course you did. And Niles claims he's bringing class and sophistication back to Kansas City. And quite frankly, I don't think he knows what class and sophistication is all about.
Are you kidding me? He's got the finest taste in wine. The guy actually owns his own winery. You're just questioning whether or not. Look at that smoking jacket.
It is a beautiful smoking jacket, but I mean, I mean, come on, we need to get going here and get this match underway. Treating his servant so repulsively.
He will drink no wine before it's time. That's his philosophy.
I mean, I'm no wine connoisseur, but I believe that that's a bottle of Sutter Home. Is that really a good bottle of wine?
What do you know about wine? Oh, I tell you, well, you certainly wine a lot. I'll give you that.
I don't know. I don't know if Niles is the man or the connoisseur that he thinks he is. I mean, and he's still outside of the ring trying to have a glass of wine before the match, which makes no sense.
I think it's really classy.
And you're a good judge of class and sophistication, I'm sure, Scott.
Yes.
Memphis.
Yes.
Oh, looks like Lakota's had enough of Niles.
No!
Wheels him into the ring with authority. Lakota
the bell hasn't even rolled yet.
Enough of this. Big body slam sends Niles down to the canvas. Niles hasn't even taken his smoking jacket off.
Don't rip the smoking jacket.
Looks like he knows better than that. Big chop by Lakota Red Cloud, sending Niles down to the canvas. Wow. That's that strength on display that we were talking about, letting him think about it in a big gorilla press. Sends him down with authority to the mat. This Lakota, I mean, he says he's fueled by his heritage. He is fighting for the people of the Lakota tribe.
Well, Lakota means united, right? And even though he's out here alone, he feels like his ancestors are always with him. That's where he finds his strength. And tonight he's showing that.
Oh, it looks like, Niles almost gets caught up in the ropes.
There we go.
Niles taking a little bit of a breather. I don't think he could take the onslaught from Lakota much longer.
I think he needs to settle down, maybe have another glass of wine, right? Relax, and then get back in the ring.
Now, the one thing we got to say about Niles is an analytical wrestler. We can say what he want about his taste in wine, but what Niles does correctly is he plots out every match. I mean, this guy makes sure that he is executing every move to perfection.
So what you're saying is he's got a lot of finesse, right?
Yeah, he's got a lot of finesse, got a lot of experience.
There we go.
What did he just spit in the face of Lakota? Drives him into the turnbuckle. What was that? Was that some wine?
I think he just gave Lakota a wine tasting. That's very generous of Plonk.
I thought they introduced him as Plonk.
That's Plonk.
Oh boy, he's going for the grape stomp. Just really giving it to the back of Lakota Red Cloud.
He's the grapest of all time.
Nice punt, Scott. Snap mirrors him over, does Plonk. Big stop to the midsection. He's going to really have to figure out what's going to ground Lakota Red Cloud. Not that he's a high flyer, but he's got to figure out how to keep him on the mat so he can't use his strength.
Well, he's doing it right now. He's got him tied up on the mat. That's exactly where he wants him.
Really taking the air out of Lakota by placing all of his body weight and getting him in almost a bear hug, really squeezing on the lungs, trying to take that air, trying to take that wind from Lakota. Lakota whips him over. Niles
nice.
Will go behind. Nicely executed by Niles Plonk.
Bam, there we
Beautiful
go.
Neck breaker.
I'm telling you, this guy Plonk is
could
right.
Be it. 1, 2. Oh, kicked out. Lakota barely getting that left shoulder up.
I'm telling you, this guy Plonk is ripe for greatness. His time is now here in the NWL.
I mean, if you saw that combination, that was a beautiful combination from the atomic drop into the neck breaker. Like I said, Plonk is a seasoned vet.
There you go, Plonk. You're getting the hang of it.
But sometimes I worry that Plonquet's search for class and sophistication could blind his game plan in the wrestling ring.
Search for it. It just comes naturally to this guy.
I mean, come on. Just because he wears a smoking jacket doesn't necessarily mean that he's the most sophisticated man in the building.
You see the way he twirls his glass?
Oh, wow. There it was.
There we go.
He just hit a corkscrew elbow with perfection. 2
shades of Buddy Landell. Just a perfectly executed corkscrew elbow. I thought that was going to put him away.
Lakota looks like he's trying to maybe summon those spirits of his ancestors that helps give him strength. Maybe trying to get the crowd behind him. Beautiful body scissors applied by the muscular legs of Plonk.
I like the game. I love the game plan here by Plonk. It's a mat-based attack.
I mean, part of his game plan seems to be spitting wine in his opponent's face. I wouldn't say that that's the most rules-friendly tactic ever.
I thought it was a pretty classy move. He gave him a wine tasting. How often do you see that in a wrestling match?
Wow, beautiful body scissors rolling him over. Puts him in a cradle position. 2.
I believe he calls that his rolling grapevine, and he nearly put him away right there.
The ref may have been a little bit slow on the count, as some of the fans are saying. But
Lakota definitely has a size difference, but he's slowing down. He's getting tired.
He is.
Plonk is full of energy.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Plonk looks like he's a little bit worried about the big Lakota Red Cloud. He looks like he's firing up and getting ready. There it is. One right hand right to the face. The crowd really getting behind the big Red Cloud. Ducks under a clothesline.
Oh!
Beautiful tomahawk chop right to the top of the head of Plonk. Whips him into the far side.
Oh!
High elevation on that back body drop. I mean, he almost hit the lights, Bowden.
Get out of there, Plonk.
Beautiful, another tomahawk chop right to the top of the head of Niles. Niles does not look like he's in a good place. He's looking like he's going for the bow and arrow here. Chop right to the sternum, picks him up.
No!
What is he doing here?
Oh!
Drops him, face buster. That was the bow and arrow, folks. That could be it, too. Oh, kicks out at 2 3/4.
Kicks out.
Did you see the strength of Lakota to drive Niles face first on the mat?
You got to admit, Plonk is a little tougher than you thought.
Oh, here, this could be it. Oh, no, missed the power slam.
Ah, nice.
I mean, that could have been it. That's Lakota's coup de grace. I mean, if he hits that rewind power slam, it is over. Plonk, knowing that, looks like he's going for the uncorker here.
There we go. Plonk is all about a clean finish.
He's got the cravat lock, but he can't get him over.
Oh!
Tailbone first goes Plonk. And Lakota Red Cloud. Here it is. He's going for the rewind power slam. Plants him. Cover. 2, 3. That's it. Lakota Red Cloud gets the victory over Niles Plonk. let me tell you something, Scott. I mean, a man that size hitting that type of maneuver, anybody in the National Wrestling League would be put down for the 1, 2, 3.
Well, listen, I'm not going to sit here and whine about it, but Plonk will be back. He showed us a lot here today. He came in here, look, he's got a lot of class, a lot of sophistication. People think he's soft, but I think he showed us a lot tonight. He hung in there with the big Lakota Red Cloud.
All right, and Marty's back in the ring. She's going to be interviewing
Honestly, with what we
Lakota.
just saw, you're big and you're strong, but what drives Lakota?
The warrior blood of my ancestors runs through my veins, and that gives me strength. The pride of the Native American people gives me purpose. And my heritage reminds me of the past. For generations, my ancestors fought for equality in this country. Now, every wrestler in the NWL are all fighting just to have a seat at the NWL table. This warrior right here, I fight to prove I belong at the head of the NWL table.
I mean, you got to admit, with an impressive victory over Niles Plonk, Lakota may in fact have guaranteed his spot at the head of the NWL table.